To the staff of Overkill, colleagues of Overkill, watch out for this, so don't be too close to them.
You want? Don't want. Okay,
Don't want.
Order already, yeah? Come already. Oh, your food looks good.
Why? I just did it like this! You the asshole for telling your nephew that his father is transgender. Welcome to another episode of Get It Out. This week we are doing on the topic of am I the asshole?
Yes.
My thing is right, if you have to ask, that means you most probably is the asshole.
Wait. Can you please give some context? What is am I the asshole?
Okay, so there's this like sort of trend on Reddit, where they ask, they put on their scenarios, okay, and then they're not sure whether they are the asshole in this situation.
Right. So they just want some validation.
Correct.
Okay.
But of course, we ask our audience and they submit their own "Am I the asshole?" story lah.
The Singapore Edition.
Yeah, I saw a lot of stories, a lot of office politics. I saw some office politics.
It's mostly office stuff.
Okay.
I would expect it to be like relationship stuff because
There are some
relationship always like two different opinions.
Yes. There are some lah. Okay, but let's dive into the first question.
I, 25 female, have been dating my partner, 29 male, for 6 years. And we have been living together for about 2 years. Things have been quite busy and messy at both our workplace, so we don't have much time together. But we plan a dinner date after work to spend more time together. After work, he texts me he wants to go out with his army friends to have dinner, which they haven't been for a long time. Planned long ago, but he forgot. Then he added that he will spend time together at night instead, like a movie night or late supper. Now.
Oh no! I smell some spice.
The ass is getting smelly.
Okay.
It's past midnight and he's still not home.
Oh, okay.
I stalked him on Live 360, toxic app by the way. You know what's that?
Yeah. Can see where your partner is.
It's like a live
But
tracking app.
both must.
Okay.
They are all the way at Clarky
Okay.
on a Monday night. He haven't texted me since telling me he's going for dinner, so I just went to sleep. He came home at around 2 a.m. I was sleeping. He woke me up with alcohol breath. Asked whether I want to go for supper now. I blew him off and just went back to sleep.
Blew him off as in blew him off.
I think
Like,
Okay.
go away.
Okay.
Haven't talked to him since. Wait, how long ago? Wow.
Wow, that's quite extreme. Okay.
He should apologize. No, am I the asshole?
this one confirmed straight up. The fella asshole.
The fella asshole.
Yeah, I think you're not the asshole. I don't think
You're not the asshole.
Not
lah.
the asshole.
I also feel that you go see the app like a bit bastard lah.
I think
I
quite.
really feel like two people together, right? Really cannot have distrust. Really cannot.
Yeah,
Shouldn't.
I think
Shouldn't.
Yeah. No, but maybe it's because he like never reply her. That's why she a bit concerned. No choice. Need to check the app a bit.
She straight up said, I stalked him already.
No choice.
but cause
at the
past midnight he's still not home.
yeah, not
maybe
home,
something happened.
Yeah, maybe something happened.
You see, when I read this thing, right, she's most agitated at the second part where at the way at Clark Key on a Monday night.
Exactly.
I think that's exactly how she sounded. Like.
Have you experienced anything like this before?
No.
How about you? You got experienced this before with any of your exes? Or...
You said it like.
I don't know, I'm just asking.
Fucking, I got like a pocket full of girlfriends. I have lah. Quite common actually. I don't think I have a situation whereby like I go missing for hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have lah. I think it's quite a courtesy to update at least.
Okay.
And some more you are living together. But I think like you two lah because the person that update lah.
Yeah.
Especially you are supposed to do something.
Yeah, I think
I get that part because I also don't like when my plans get cancelled.
Right.
Because I plan like tonight for you. I don't care about anything else. I'm excited for that.
Correct.
Then like gone right, I don't know what to do eh. Maybe she too lah also because she like, well, you out having hard fun while we were supposed to have it together. That part maybe you a bit jimai lah. I don't know lah. Okay, sorry I used vulgarity. Sorry. Maybe you're a bit bastard.
No more asshole.
You should change it to am I the jimai? But I think more fault lies on the guy.
Yes. I also agree.
But at the same time, it all boils down to the person forget to tell you. That's the main
Yeah lah,
part
but in a relationship 就是要谈的嘛. You say he should apologize. Yeah, but I think a lot of times like guys is like that one. We don't know why you are angry. You all have to really talk it out, lay on the table. Then we understand. So this is what pisses you off because he might be thinking another thing.
Yeah, he could be thinking like something else he do wrong.
Yeah.
You know?
Guys freaking oblivious one. We don't know anything.
I know like this situation seems very obvious. It
Yeah.
is. But sometimes, just sometimes, right?
To the guy.
You know what's the worst part? They always ask, what you think you do wrong? makan dinner. I fucking think the last 10 years what I do wrong. Is it I fucking never throw the rubbish or
it doesn't work like
I
that.
kill someone.
It doesn't work like it works like this, okay?
You tell me.
No. It's okay, I'm sorry. You sorry for what?
Wow, I don't know.
But if the situation is flip, right? If I'm angry with her, then you know what? All she need to do, we don't angry, finish.
Actually, I agree.
I know. But guy is like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I tell you.
Wow.
Must play that and say sorry.
Wow, Zico, you see that all the girls are laughing. The guys are not laughing at all.
Hey, fucking true, I tell you. Got one time I asked my girlfriend, wow, like, hey, how to apologize? She said like very easy, buy food. The next time I try, I buy food.
No use.
No
She said,
use.
I don't want to eat. Why you buy food for me? Then I said, okay, never mind. Like, how should I do it next time? You buy a gift. Buy something small. I buy something small. This is not what I want. You are the asshole.
My girlfriend also, she scared me. Before we got our first fight, right? When the first fight happened, obviously it's heated, okay? Then after that, I say, after when we cool down, I cry out, laughing. But I asked her, in future, what should I do so that we can resolve this issue fast? She say, all you need to do is just say, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, it's a lie. It's a lie.
That was the first thing she told me also.
Yeah.
I know after that no such thing.
no,
But guys really, right? Do you agree that?
yeah.
Wow, cannot.
No, wait. I still got one more thing. Okay, this one, all these things that I say, I got experience with all my previous relationships.
Yeah.
It's very common,
Yeah.
okay? I think it's a girl thing.
Okay.
When they effort, right? Okay, they effort. Let's say they fuck up something.
Right.
Then you angry, right?
Yes.
They will get angry because you get angry. What? Why you angry me? Why you not? I don't understand this.
And then and then right, you know what they'll tell you? They'll say right, no, it's not. It's because you also like that. You also like that. They will like fight for. Confirm can find some fault. Confirm can one.
They're just digging a bigger hole, guys.
No. I don't
care.
I'm not gonna say anything at all. I'm not gonna say anything. I love my girlfriend a lot. I'm not gonna say anything.
No, but the thing is right, you know what? Got one time is I was sleeping.
They like to talk to us when we're sleeping. Then the next morning,
Then
right?
you don't really listen.
Why you never listen to me?
Yeah.
When you tell me, when you sleeping lah.
I tell you, guys, actually in our head is like that. They always feel like we're thinking about something very serious. But no, sometimes right, I could be thinking like, last night the boss I should fight better.
Yeah.
No, that kind of thing.
Dodge that.
Like you thought, okay lah, I mean it's our fault lah. We fencing or yeah. Then got one time we were discussing about plans.
Right.
And then she say she have this event she need to go to. And then she will end about 5 p.m. Do I want to wait for her? I say 5 p.m. Maybe I go home first. Then she okay. They say, what about 1 p.m? Let's say, see how lah. Cause you don't know whether you can cancel or not. Then she get angry. Cause I never say I will wait for her.
So she just want you to wait for her. Yeah. So sometimes when girls, you all ask us a question, you already got an answer in your head. And if we don't give you the answer,
Very wrong.
We are the
It's our fault.
asshole.
Yeah, we are the asshole.
We are the asshole. But I love my girlfriend a lot. I still want to leave.
就是我们的错。
可以。
哎呀
Yeah, I do it for content. I
kidding only.
kidding only.
Next
so
one.
I guess the verdict.
Oh yes,
verdict.
the verdict.
We like
The
go so
verdict.
far away.
Yeah, correct.
The verdict I don't know lah，就是你的错啊。
No lah,
I don't care. I say it's Madeline's fault. Nobody can guess what you're thinking. 你的错。
No, it's just personal.
vent up already. All the vent up
No,
anger.
not the asshole. Not the asshole.
Yeah, you're not
Girls
the
are
asshole.
never the asshole.
Yeah.
We are the asshole.
Yes.
The girls all gleaning very happily at the back.
They're like, actually what they say is true.
Hello?
Hello? Hey, heard you have something urgent you need to talk to me about.
Yeah, I have a serious case that I have to talk to you about.
Okay.
The new TiFY case that we have right now. Look at the new design of this TiFY case that we have.
Correct. You see this guy?
Yes.
This guy buy new phone. iPhone 16
Yeah.
Pro Max. Confirm no TiFY like the cool kids.
That's where you're wrong. Because when I bought the iPhone 16 Pro Max, right?
iPhone 16 Pro Max.
Yes. On day one, right, they already have the case. And not only that, my one is the impact ring case. And the ring stand, right, can also swing from 0 to 150 degrees. Yeah.
So you'll protect all impact.
I believe so.
It did not protect the impact.
So you only got the phone case from TiFY.
Ah.
But what you did not get is their tempered glass, their lens protector, and not only that, their lanyard.
Just now when he pulled out a long big thing. I thought it was something else.
No, I know it's not lah. Because usually it's quite small.
Oh, you seen it?
Yeah.
Assholes.
TiFY may be a well-known brand to a lot of people, but what people don't know is they offer a broad and versatile variety of cases, such as their Ultra Bounce case, which is their most protective case, and also we have the Impact case, which is the most pocket-friendly one.
And of course, not only that, it also has drop protection.
That's why they're called Impact.
Yes.
So if you are scared that you cannot find phone cases for your new iPhone 16 Pro, don't worry, because TiFY also got you covered with their broad and versatile variety of designs. So if you want a pretty and protective case at the same time, please remember to check TiFY out, and we also have a promo code for you, so you can check the link in our description box below.
And with that, we can finally rest our case.
Guess you can say that's a case closed.
Oh, that's good.
That's really good. That's really good.
And for the next case, by no name. Not he don't have name. His name is
No name.
Okay. Yeah. Am I the asshole if I left my long-time group of close friends when I chilled a casual meet-up over a meal that happens usually once every 2 to 3 weeks, and they went out themselves without me?
So,
Wait, what?
what?
Wait, I repeat.
Okay.
I left my long-time group of close friends. He left when he chose a casual meet-up over a meal that happens once every 2 to 3 weeks. Means he never go lah. But
he
then,
jio ah?
yeah, he chose, but he never go.
Huh?
He said he left.
Shut up.
Sassy.
Why you say he Joe? He Joe.
But he never go.
He Joe. Then they went without him. So he didn't get a goal. So imagine I Joe, you all go eat. Okay? Then you all went out. But I never go.
But what if the situation is, let's say I join, you join me. And I say, okay, let's go. Then you suddenly say like, oh, I cannot already. Then we just say, then we just proceed with the plan.
That's okay.
Right.
What I think realistically happened. Okay, now I'm this guy.
Okay,
I
now you're this guy.
I say
We are your friends. We are close friends.
Okay.
This Friday we go eat. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. But I never say what time, right? Then on Friday, right?
Then I say like, hey, 2:30 minute. Okay.
Then
They never say.
So I think he felt left out. So it could be intentional or not.
I think you need to be more specific.
Yeah,
it could be maybe like, what if it's like 他没有空, then they went ahead.
But I think he a bit sensitive. He already say close friend already. Maybe they just go out, they forget only. Really?
I also have a group of close friends that we don't have to go all of us at the same time. Like it could be like 5 of us go, next time 3 of us
I
go.
think is he wasn't informed lah. That's why he feel I can.
No, but what's the asshole thing he did? He
left.
He left only what?
He left lah.
No, like left, like
Or like
not friends
disown
anymore.
them.
Yeah, like disown them.
Wow, this
I think you're a bit.
Like petty, not asshole lah. You petty.
You're sensitive.
Yeah.
I do understand how this person feel though. If this thing happened a couple of times, right, it's really quite frustrating.
It is lah,
But we don't know whether it happened a few times. But for him, if you are leaving this group of friends just because of this one time, it's a bit harsh lah. But if it happened many times or you even talk about it and they still do it, then you are really not an asshole lah. Cause I also experienced this before. It's quite shit lah. So I won't say you are the asshole.
Neither are your friends, right? Nobody is the asshole here.
Yeah, maybe you are left out because you are an asshole. Maybe
you do something that's wrong, then they don't want to hang out with you.
Maybe every time you go out, all you do is talk about yourself or you very haoli and what. We don't know, right?
If you're someone that because I don't meet you, you leave me as a friend. Then I also won't ask you to call next time.
So
if you're that petty, then I call you for what? So I guess I would say you are the asshole.
My verdict. Nobody's the asshole here.
just from your question, you almost made all of us quarrel. So you are the asshole. I don't understand your question.
I guess the verdict is you are the asshole.
This is Barney. Barney say, am I the asshole for not allowing my fiancé's single mother to live with us? So, we have been in a 6-year relationship, got engaged and moving in 3 years once we collect the key and the renovation is completed. He has a single mom and I love her. I really do. But when my fiancé told her that we got a house, she low-key hinted that she wanted to move in together with us.
Okay.
I personally cannot take living with her because our lifestyle, beliefs and routine is so different. Like, I stay over at his house on the weekends and it's okay, but we cannot cannot foresee myself living with her forever. I get that my mother also wants her to move in because she's a single mother, but I cannot.
And I, the asshole.
Wow, this one is a tough question because if I'm in your position, I will also feel the same way. Because I value my privacy a lot at home.
Wow, this one actually very hard. She's not an asshole if she don't want the mother-in-law to stay with her. But if she never do anything about it, like maybe talk to the mother-in-law or like come with an agreement with the mother-in-law, then of course she's asshole lah. You can't just hit the mother-in-law like that. Never even tell her or what. Must explain to her why I don't want you to live with me all this man.
But this is also very tricky, right? Because the mother is a single mother.
Yeah,
which means she's very lonely.
I can stay here. Yeah, I help you. I think you're half an asshole.
Half an
Yeah,
asshole.
you're just like half the butt cheek.
So you're just the ass.
Okay, that's the butt cheek.
Okay.
I put it this way. Let's say when you get married, right? One of your parents unfortunately passed away. Then another one becomes single, right? Let's say your mom says she want to live with you. How? What will be the say? How are you gonna convince her?
You have to come to an agreement.
With who? With your wife or with your mom?
Both party. As a guy, you already stuck in the middle already.
Okay.
You side your mom, your fiancé gonna say, wow.
Okay, so your mom says she wants already. Your wife say don't want. How?
Then
You cannot. I'll say question to you.
I don't know I feel like
there has to be a solution lah.
What is the solution? So,
Stay near your mom lor.
okay, stay near.
buy the next door.
Yeah, buy next door or what lor.
But of course money is an issue lah.
Yeah lah.
Everything is an issue.
Or
But
like,
I think that I don't know I feel like you're not an asshole.
yeah, not as
I feel like not an asshole cause this is your privacy ma. I mean respect all 尊重 your senior or your own mother-in-law or but at the end of the day it's your own personal space.
I think visit her more often. That's
maybe
it.
visit her
That's really one of the biggest.
Or you can invite her over for dinner or that.
Then after that, she don't want to leave.
You have to leave her.
Ma, come down for dinner. Then she bring the luggage. She's like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
She's the asshole.
On your side, I don't think you are the asshole. But it is a tricky situation. I think what you can do is talk to her, try to compensate in like, say, invite her over for dinners, visit her more often. I think that's the best route.
So I guess the verdict for Barney is that you're not the asshole.
Yeah. This is written by Bob G. I was fighting for a promotion with this colleague. Let's call him P. I have no beef with P, but one day he made a mistake at work, which I was the reviewer and I corrected P. I pauto P to my boss. It was unnecessary, but I did it. I got a promotion and P had to wait for the next round of promotion to get his or hers. Am I the asshole? So, pauto kia lah. Pauto kia is always the asshole.
no.
Wait, I beg to differ. Wait.
No. If you have to defend, then you guys are the asshole.
No.
Okay, it depends. I have this philosophy. Because in any work environment, there's bound to be people that, conflict and bound to have people that lack more than the others, right? But I always feel like
you lah.
you're the asshole. But I always feel like as long as you don't implicate other people, right? Then
But you pauto means implicating anyone.
no. I mean like let's say you do something wrong, but it's like 你自己的问题.
Okay.
It doesn't affect me or what, or if it doesn't affect the general public, then I won't go and pauto lah.
Right.
You know. But then also if like you do so many times, then it will start to affect someone. Then I will tell also.
Right. You pauto lah.
If it affects other people lah.
Right.
If like let's say you cannot do this right, then you pass to me. Then I no time to do it. You cannot hit the deadline. Then you pass to me. Then it affects me. I sure pauto one lah.
Right. Okay.
Actually, from his story or her story, one of the lines is that it was unnecessary. So what was the intention you had when you pauto him to
Actually, I think the intention
is the intention behind the action.
You are like to put story no context one. What was it that was unnecessary? Maybe to you is unnecessary, to us maybe it isn't.
No lah, but
we might justify for you.
I think he cannot make it obvious because then people will know who is he lah.
From your story, it seems like you're pautoing just for the promotion.
Yeah, if you pauto for a promotion. But actually, is it wrong?
No, okay. I will say this your boss will love you though. When you pauto, right, you can tell your boss it's for the company good order, right? Your boss will be more aware and I guess more appreciative. Yeah, but I think from a colleague point of view, you are the asshole.
Okay, a bit. Wait. A bit asshole, but completely understand where Bob G is coming from. He's just looking out for himself.
Okay.
I agree lah.
Because he don't owe P anything, ma.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also imagine you're P. I don't bow to you lah. You fucking get the promotion.
Even more dulan, sia.
Then like, you deserve this.
He made mistakes, still gonna promote.
Yes.
So I think that's the conflict.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole?
Okay lah, a bit.
There's a Chinese saying called 人不为己,天诛地灭, which means that you don't look out for yourself, right? You are letting down yourself. So,
人不及
人不为己,天诛地灭.
I know 危机猛攻。
Wait. So Bob G asshole or not asshole?
I will say asshole. Because I feel okay, I have to say this. I'm not a boss.
Right.
I'm not a boss. But back at my NS, right, I have colleagues. Right? I have never bowed to any of them.
They
Even to
punch
me.
your face also.
Sure. I also won't say.
Okay.
I also won't say.
Okay.
I don't know lah. I just feel like why I have this mentality, right, is that I always feel the person that is powtowing, right, it says more about him than other people. Because you are powtowing in a situation where the person cannot defend themselves. So whenever, honestly speaking, also when people come and powtow to me also,
Alright.
I also don't like it.
The person should be there with to defend himself
Yeah.
also lah.
I mean, okay, number one, sort it out among yourself.
Okay.
Number two, if you really cannot, right, you bring it to my attention. 对事不要对那个人. He always like that when he always like that. Those are very talk. But if you say there was this situation, this thing happened,
Right.
I don't see it as a powtow. Yeah.
So you fully agree Bob G 100% asshole.
100%. I wouldn't want to be your colleague, that's for sure. You want to be his colleague?
Okay, I think not an asshole. Because the fact is, P did make a mistake.
Right.
And since they are fighting for promotion, it's just fair lor. It's fair lor. Bob was the reviewer ma.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call you bao to lah.
Oh yeah. Actually.
No,
Right.
wait.
Actually-
Hold up, both of you. His one sentence changed everything. He just say it was unnecessary.
Correct. However, I feel that in this point, right, he needed the promotion.
Yeah, it felt like he wanted the promotion
Yeah, and
more than
you see,
P.
if P get the promotion,
He
because
will be
of this-
more dulan eh.
And also, if I'm in P position, let's say you get a promotion, yeah, Bob lah, I will be okay lor because I did make a mistake. You deserve the promotion more lah.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that much of an asshole.
Okay,
move.
I agree.
To the staff of Overkill, colleagues of Overkill, watch out for this too. Don't be too close to them.
Always photo. So the verdict, Bob, you are not the asshole. I fuck you. This person's name is Ben's Chicks Fan Club.
Your chicks okay.
Which chick?
Yeah, which chicks?
The butt chick. Am I the asshole for leaving things I don't eat to my boyfriend?
Oh, back to girlfriend and boyfriend. Wow, this one.
I don't. Okay, wait.
This one also got another interesting thing.
I share my point of view. I don't think you're the asshole. You are the gracious giver.
Okay.
I love it.
You love it lah.
love it.
I can tell lah.
So it depends. It varies from person to person.
Right.
I'm someone that like to try a lot of things, and like I'm the one. Let's say I go out with my girlfriend. I would like to order. Wait, you're not my girlfriend.
You buy me.
But you right?
Confused for what?
Then he like. I like to order like dishes that I want to try also.
Yeah.
Then so I would want to share food with her one. So like if you leave things to me, even though I don't like it, I still get to try. So I kind of enjoy that process lah.
I got ex. Okay. Last time, again, I think if you see, you all know lah. Last time I wasn't very fat one lah. Last time in my younger days lah.
You look like Glenn.
Okay, whatever. But there was this.
Can we just show a photo? I don't think we got show really before, right? The photo. You look like Glenn Young.
No, okay, but anyway, this ex, right, she's very looks conscious.
Right.
Okay. But every time she eat, right, she's like perpetually on diet one ma. So 她吃不完 right, she will ask me eat. Then she will say, don't waste the money, just eat. Then I keep eating, and then I grow fat. And one day, she said I'm fat fuck. During an argument, she called me a fat fuck.
Right.
But then I realized that she's the one who made me fat because I don't want to eat already. I don't want to eat. My appetite last time not that big one. She keep making me eat like vacuum cleaner lah.
But nowadays the vacuum cleaner is robotic, like Dreamy.
And this one,
Dreamy X40 Pro Ultra. The one in Ben's room is Dreamy X40.
Okay, don't need. They never buy it.
Oh, they never buy.
But if you all want to buy, please feel free to approach us at this email below. If you want us to shout.
Or you can watch Ben's room tour. He also have a promo code in the description box. I think not asshole if the food nice. not asshole.
Like
But-
the burger, just give the lettuce.
Okay, that's bastard lah.
Give the sesame seed.
The pickle, what? No, but what I want to understand is why girls like to see first. They see, okay, you order the burger, I order like maybe the pasta. The burger not nice is her food, then suddenly the dish will like that.
No. That's not the only problem. That's not. I ordering food, you want?
Don't
Me,
want.
you want? Don't want? Really, I order already,
Don't want.
My food come. You never order for me?
No, there's another situation. Yeah, order food. You want? Don't want. Okay,
Don't want.
Order already, come already. Oh, your food looks good.
Why? I just did it like this.
I just want a beer only.
You just want a beer already. Wow,
Wow,
nice,
nice,
Order one more.
Why? You see, once again the guys are like smiling.
It's a universal problem.
Yeah, I don't know why. Why is it always like that?
But you're the asshole if you do things like this. Like you leave for the boyfriend, and then the boyfriend don't want already. Like boyfriend also full ma. They say no, don't waste the food, go and eat. Must eat. Then okay lah, quite asshole because you don't waste food, but it's your food.
Yeah.
I can see behind the camera, I see someone laughing. I
Does she do that? Does she do that?
She submit one.
Yeah.
Very face submit one.
Confirm. It's Fei.
Yeah,
Wong Zhen Fei.
Right, if you scold the person for not eating, then you're the asshole lah. But if you like, let's say you're eating a burger, then you 吃不完嘛, then like, AB, you want to eat or not? Then you don't want, then 耍 lah. Then okay lor. If you want to eat, then good lah. I also don't like that. I leave it there. Then okay lah. You're not really the asshole. I think it's very common for the girlfriend to leave the food for the boyfriend. I think
Very common.
But in all honesty, no lah, not something to be an asshole, but this is a very small thing lah.
So I guess the verdict is you are not.
The asshole. Okay, so for the next question by Master Hula. Am I the asshole for telling my nephew that his father is transgender? I, a 30-year-old male, told my nephew, who is a 12-year-old male, that his father is trans. When my sister married her, then husband nothing.
What?
I swear, that's what the person said. When my sister married her, then husband nothing.
What does that even mean? Okay.
Nothing was out of the ordinary.
Nothing was out of the ordinary.
Her then husband nothing.
Okay.
Was out of the ordinary. They had BTO and was expecting my sister, was overjoyed. However, 3 years after my nephew was born, his father came out as transgender, claiming he does not feel like a man. This news enraged my sister and they had a messy divorce. 9 years later into my present, my relationship has always been close with nephew as I feel as I have the moral obligations to be a father figure in his life. Out of the blue, he asked where is his father and I wanted to tell him, but my sister forbid anyone from the family to mention his father. Thus, I kept my mouth closed. Eventually, my nephew felt very distraught and wished he knew what happened to his father, and I reluctantly told him. Now my sister is not on speaking terms with me, but I feel that he should know who his father was. Am I the asshole?
You the asshole for telling your nephew that his father is a transgender. I think it's not your story to tell.
Yeah.
Since the mother already expressed her wishes not to be mentioned,
Yeah.
you did not respect the wishes, so yeah, you are the asshole. What you feel is inconsequential to what the mother wants.
Yeah, correct.
So you try to be a moral police, but nobody asks you to. This is very similar to like our comment section. Nobody asked the audience for any question, but everybody all criticize.
I agree. You know what? I also got a comment for my room one.
Oh, why?
Fucking funny. Got one guy say, if it was him, he would have.
Luckily, it's not you lah. Luckily,
lah.
you don't stay
because
there.
if you design your room will probably look like your asshole. Look like shit. Got one guy say right, how to change bed sheet. Because you know my one got no corner. Simple, you pull out the bed.
Yeah, I mean,
I change the bed. You want to help me change my bed sheet? Then you can comment.
Yeah, why?
But he say I stupid because he say, how the hell do you change the bed sheet?
Yeah.
I really pull out, then I go behind. Then
no. So I don't get these people. Why they think right? They are at the moral high ground to go dictate other people living lifestyle or other people wishes not to tell their kid about the father or what. 这样 keeper 管好你自己的命就好了哦。
But on this topic, forgetting the haters, I think that you are quite an asshole. Like what Ryan said, it's not your story to tell. So, I mean, doesn't mean you're wrong. You know, whatever you feel right, that like the niece or nephew should know the truth, doesn't mean you're wrong. But your action, I don't think it was yours to act upon it. Why not like consult your sister first? Because at the end of the day, 又不是你的儿子. How she want to bring up the child, it's her decision. Then you now you jump in, the consequences right, not yours to suffer. Yeah, in the end right, when the son go back to the sister right, then everything that happen from then on is their consequence to bear. You don't need to do anything. You just feel like, 哇，我做了一件好事。
Yeah.
So you all both think he's the asshole lah.
Yeah. You think otherwise?
Wait but from what I read it's because 9 years later, very long already. So he feel like he's a fatherly
It
figure
doesn't
to the
matter.
nephew.
Her
ma.
wishes did
You
not change.
feel but you're not.
Yeah.
Because 9 years later, the mother never said anything to the son.
Correct.
Yeah,
but
it could be.
That's why she don't want to
she
talk
don't
about
want,
it.
the mother don't
right?
want. You're not
Yeah.
wrong for thinking like the son should know.
Yeah.
That's why you should consult your sister about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Convince your sister.
That's why I
to do.
say what you feel is inconsequential to what a mother wants.
Yeah.
Imagine one day you go out, then you saw Nigel with another girl. Will you go tell his girlfriend?
No, I'll tell him.
You will tell him you won't bow to his girlfriend because not your story to tell. You don't want to be responsible
Yes.
to break up.
I want it to be right, so I'll
Yeah.
tell him so that ask him to change.
Yeah, correct. But you wouldn't straight away go tell the girlfriend, right? Likewise for you, you wouldn't go, right? You will talk to him first, like, hey, get your shit together. Like that.
Right.
So that's what I think we all should do.
Should talk to the sister first.
In this case, right, he's like that. I have to go tell your girlfriend.
Oh, like
You get
skip,
what I mean?
skip the rank.
You get what I mean or not? Like there's no chain of command. You just straight away go.
The girlfriend should know also.
Yeah.
My policy is don't butt into problems that is not yours.
Yeah.
So master holer, you are.
A master asshole.
Next question by Nigel. I, a 25-year-old female, is attached to another 25-year-old female. Let's call her Nigel.
So Nigel dating with Nigel, but both is female.
Yeah,
right,
sure.
right, okay.
We are unclear whether we are lesbian or bi, but we just wanted to date each other for the experience. Recently, I fell in love with her while she fell in love with another man.
Wow.
不要
How what?
Jack. Very spicy,
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for trying to gaslight her to ditch the man since we are currently sort of in a relationship?
So now the other girl realized like, oh, maybe she like guys. So
Yeah.
want to leave already ma. But this one kena already.
Yeah.
Then she want to stay, so she gaslighting her.
I don't know.
Actually, as long as you gaslight, right? Asshole already.
Yeah, I would say in a relationship, if you have to force, right, it's over already.
If you have to force something,
Yeah.
it's probably shit. Life is like fart. If
Yeah.
you need to force it, confirm shit.
It's common shit. It's
Common
common shit.
shit.
Unless you let it out in the MRT.
Like I say in previous video, right, you can force your boyfriend to not go to clubs or what. But if he want to cheat, he will cheat one. There's no point. There's no point to restrict. There's no point to force. There's no point for all these lah. So at this point, right, if she already fall in love with another guy, then it's over already.
I think because you're putting it in the lesbian context, that's why you find it a bit different. However, I beg to differ. I think it's the same with heterosexual or homosexual relationship. When another person already like another person, right, it's just over already. Doesn't matter
Correct,
lesbian or not.
correct,
Right? Doesn't matter, but
Correct,
so
correct.
because you're in love with the girl, but it's normal. But you have to let it go, lor. I don't think you're an asshole, but it's because you don't want to let go of something that you want. Which is quite normal, even for a girl-guy relationship.
Correct, correct.
Let's say my girlfriend decides to leave.
Why you every time you say my girlfriend, you point me?
Why?
Why? Tell me why.
I don't know. Maybe I'm falling in love with you. I also want to try.
I reject you once. I reject you.
So if my partner wants to leave me, then I don't want to leave. I also will try to beg for my girlfriend to stay.
yeah.
I think that's normal lah. So I don't think you are the asshole.
Yeah.
Try to think of it in a normal relationship lor.
This whole thing, what 25 female, male, all that, right? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
In any relationship, you have this problem.
That's
Correct.
true.
If she also decide that she like another female,
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. She's not as much of an asshole compared to like a normal relationship because this one is trying out ma.
Yeah.
So you're sort of already like give the green light to say like, hey, this might not work out. So I don't think any of you are the asshole. It's just that you feel like
Fall out of love again?
yeah, you don't let it go.
One
ma.
is fall in love, another fall out of love.
Yeah.
Then it's pretty much over
No,
already.
but gaslight is asshole lah. It's like
Yeah.
manipulation already.
If you are gaslighting, it's asshole.
Yeah.
Wait,
Nigel
I
is-
think no. You think?
I think no.
I say yes.
So the verdict is you're not the
Yes.
asshole.
Oh, heng ah.
You almost
Yeah,
become the
lah.
asshole.
I would say it's desperate. She just desperate.
Yeah, I
trying
think she
to
just
gaslight.
desperate,
Okay lah, nothing.
And our next story is by Clover Hart. Am I the asshole for not giving up my seat on the MRT to a pregnant lady? Last week, I was on the MRT.
Okay.
The train was full. I was on crutches, by the way. But that's a story for another day. There wasn't a seat for me. All priority seats were taken until a very nice lady around 30 plus stood up and offered me her seat. One stop later, A pregnant lady came in and glared down me.
Glad. Wow.
That's when I looked over all the seats around me and they were all aged 60 to 70, fully marked as a priority seat. I felt a bit bad, but I was too exhausted to stand. I didn't give up my seat and she eventually moved to another carriage. Am I the asshole?
I don't think you're
crutches.
asshole, you're on crutches.
You're on crutches already.
You are in equal need. Why? Your life less valuable than her life, man. We have covered this topic before. If the pregnant lady wants to see, ask. If she asks, I don't think a lot of people will
Right.
reject.
Yeah,
People
lor.
just give lah. You glad what you expect? Whole world to revolve around you? I really hate entitled people. Like they expect the whole world to revolve around them. It doesn't mah. I don't think you are the asshole lah. But you're 19 female lah. You're young lah.
Yeah, I think that's why.
Depend. Okay.
Crutches though.
Depend how serious is the thing.
Crutches
Yeah, yeah lah. But
Crutches is quite serious already.
yeah lah.
I would say you're not lah, because
not lah.
the priority seats, right, they don't rank according to which one is
lor.
priority. They put four image there.
Yeah.
All of it is on crutches.
Yeah.
Yo, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
No asshole.
I don't think you're an asshole.
The pregnant lady is the asshole for glaring.
Yeah, for glaring. Yeah,
I believe, sincerely, I believe, if she asks you whether she can have the seat, I think you will find a way to give it to her.
Yeah, I don't think you do anything.
No lah, no asshole lah.
You're not an asshole.
Next story is by Walao eh!
Wow, so much ah.
Yeah, because
Very
got
long.
caps, a few hits.
Walao eh.
Hi everyone, I'm first time mom. Confinement was okay with in-laws, help as well as with nanny. Really hates it whenever my mother-in-law comes and snatch my son. Hate it during confinement time when I want to bond with my son and my mother-in-law will push me to go get some rest.
Rash.
Wait, sorry, because
Rest ah? Rest or rest?
Rest.
Rest
Because after will, will is future tense. Right. Future tense, right? I think. So you don't put S behind. So it's my mother-in-law will push me. No pushes.
Will pushes me ah.
Okay.
To get some rest. Fast forward to today, my son is 15 months old and parents-in-law still wants to bring my son over to their place for overnight. Why ah? Why? I mean, they do have daughters with their kids, but kept.
Go on. I can't.
But keep targeting like snatching my son away. For example, always saying my son is jealous whenever mother-in-law carrying other babies, or saying my son is want her to carry just cause my son looks at her. Overall, my parents-in-law treat us good, but they have their own way and don't respect us to extend that time brought my son out for a haircut.
Okay.
Why are you asking for
it done?
time extension?
But is it done?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me reconstruct the sentence for you. Overall, my parents-in-law treat us very good, but they have their own ways and they don't respect us. Fuck, I cannot reconstruct.
Just read it.
Extend what? What you want to extend? To the extent.
Q extend.
Not extend. Okay. Overall, my parents-in-law treat us good, but they have their own way and don't respect us to the extent that time they brought my son out for a haircut without informing us. Don't know if I'm an asshole for always gossiping about them to my friends or my own family. I just couldn't stand it.
Okay, serious. I think I know the situation.
Whoa. You can put all the detective
Why
glass.
the in-laws right always take the kid away right? It's so that the kid right won't grow up right to use English like that. I tell you, cannot. I see my grandson there. I also was scared, bro. I also scared. Cannot. This is God.
You extend.
To
You
the extent.
don't want the English to be that to extend.
In the gist lah, is the parents-in-law always 管 the kid without
Asking her.
her lah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is so hard? Just say no. Say no lah.
No, they will
you
take-
can't bring up a kid.
They
No,
will
they
take-
never inform.
Yeah, they just
don't
take some time.
change your door lock, don't let them come in.
Wow.
If they don't know their boundary, I think if they have pushed your boundaries, you have to set your boundaries.
No, okay, but the thing is, they are in good relationship because they treat very nice, but it's just that like
Only the son.
only because they like to take the son away. But they good relationship one, so no point locking lah. Like,
No, but I feel good relationship, right? Wherever people say we are in good relationship, right? But they're not speak the truth, right? It means it's a fake relationship. It's a built on a facade.
No, I
a true friend can say anything.
yeah, correct. But
yeah.
I think the situation with in-laws a bit different. Like if I visit my girlfriend's father or what, we can be good relation. Like, hey, we talk about soccer, very nice, good relationship.
But when something hit the fence,
I won't like say like anyway next time don't ask my girlfriend to go on you. You know that kind of thing. That kind of thing. That's why I think awkward to say also.
Right.
But it's in a good relationship also. So maybe like the parents will always like let's say come over, buy food, cook, but then just take the son. The only thing about the in-laws is the son.
even if that situation happened to me, right, I will still state my stance on.
Right.
I'm quite straightforward like that. If you cannot take it, then bye-bye.
You know, I mean, since you're in a good relation, maybe
It's my kid eh.
Yeah.
If somebody keep coming to my house and steal my dog, I'll set fire on the person. To the extreme, eh, like it's 我的孩子 or my dog or my pet or whatever, it belongs to me.
Correct.
And I want to spend time with him or her or eat. So I think it's the parent-in-law being disrespectful. Yeah.
then I guess the only way is to tell the parents, put it in a nice way, I guess. I don't think you're the asshole lah. It's just
I don't think you're the asshole, but your English really quite the asshole.
I think gossiping is quite normal lah. You're not an asshole for gossiping. I mean, it's something that is a daily routine for you, ma. Like it happens every day. Just telling your friends and your family, nothing wrong.
Yeah.
You tell us also what. So I guess the verdict for walao is that you're not
The
an
asshole.
An asshole. Because asshole, A is a vowel.
A-E-I-O-U.
Next story is by Angry Woman, and she say, I live in an guys,
The English.
for the second time. A and N.
N is for vowel.
N is for anything that starts with a vowel. H is not a vowel. I live in a HDB block and my neighbor has a lot of potted plants in the common corridor. They started creeping into my side, making it very difficult for me to move large items in and out of my flat. Although I don't move things very often, but I damn to learn. Cause why? You eating into my space. I asked them to move their plants back to their side, but they got offended and told me I was being unreasonable because the plants beautify the place. Please, am I the asshole for telling my neighbor to keep their plants on their side of the corridor?
You're definitely not the asshole. This one is quite clear cut.
Yeah, it's quite clear.
You are the victim of it, ma. If I get neighbors like that, wow, you still very nice to go tell them. I already cut already. Right.
Not asshole lah.
Yeah, you're not the asshole.
Your neighbor a bit asshole.
Yeah.
Common corridor, the corridor don't belong to you or the neighbors.
Yeah.
It's public space.
correct.
Common corridor.
And it's really blocking you already.
Yeah, lor.
Doesn't mean you don't move much, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
When you start to move, then it's a problem. A problem is a problem.
Yeah.
When I walk past them, this kind of people I walk past them got smell one.
What smell like?
Like the very smelly smell because they are the asshole.
In this situation, right, it's the only time I will say, right, 包多 is allowed. Freaking NEA, civil defense come and say, fire safety, right? You block, In the case of my house, is she going to run out of there?
Correct.
So, auto.
If not, right, you take the plant, you put in front of their door.
Yeah.
Let's say it
They
beautify your
confirm
door.
shift one.
On the topic of terrible neighbors, right, do you all have terrible neighbors?
No, my neighbors all very nice.
For me, all the HDB neighbors has been very good.
Yeah, so far okay.
They're all very friendly, very communal. And like, you know what, the plant situation, actually my house also have. My house is like a forest.
So you are the one.
No.
You're the
My
one
neighbor.
Okay.
But then my mom like also. So they share the plant.
Huh?
Yeah,
They
like,
share ownership.
yeah, they share one. They're like, 你的哇，今天你要开花啊！我的昨天开花，来看看看。Then they will like sometimes like, 我那个 cherry 种了啦，给你啊。They will share.
Wow, nice neighbors lah.
Nice neighbors. Yeah. If the neighbors were nice about it, they would have moved lah.
Yeah.
Right. It's just that I lucky my mom like also.
Yeah, lor,
so
yeah.
they start sharing.
Unfortunately, having bad neighbors is really not something easy to deal with lah. But we wish you all the luck. Which brings me to my next thing that I want to say is I want an episode about bad neighbors. I like to hear bad neighbor stories.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Very creative one. They can be freaking creative one.
I don't care is it bad neighbors or what. I just want to hear gossip. I like gossips because I
also
still
like
haven't
gossip.
heard the Bengal girl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then come back already.
They never come back already. Bengal girl MIA already.
If Bengal girl, you are still watching, please let us at least know. If there's no development, or maybe
Yeah, I slowly losing interest in you already.
maybe she migrate out. She cannot tahan this. She just
Or maybe she's the one that tell the mother-in-law don't stay together.
maybe the husband become transgender.
Maybe also.
We don't know. And with that, we have come to the end of Am I the Asshole episode.
If you want to send your questions over to our Google form, please do so because this episode the question will be little.
Yeah.
You're not sending already.
Yeah.
I don't care what you're send, just send. We may choose, we will not choose, but at least there's content for us to do. Just put in. We want to know more gossips.
And with that, remember to follow all our socials and click here for more, click here to what, and cut to the bloopers.
I am a 30-year-old male who told my nephew who is 12 months old that his
12
father...
months old.
12 M 12 Oh, 12 mil. Sorry.